Hi, it's Elizabeth here. I wanted to share with you a free mind mapping tool called bubble.us, which I discovered and really like. It's quite intuitive to use. When you're looking for a new job or thinking about a career change, you need to be both creative and organised. You've often got lots of thoughts going on in your head, and I think it's great if you can put them down on a mind map. I particularly like this tool because it allows you to brain dump your thoughts in a rather chaotic and creative way without being too worried about where things are, rather like you would do on a piece of paper, and later think about the structure and logic of it. Okay, let me just show you how this works. If you look here on the centre of each of the bubbles, well, if I put my cursor in fact on each of them, you've got the same symbols around. I'm going to take you in. On the left hand side you've got a button called the plus and the minus. If I go plus, we can actually make this much larger. Let's go to needs. There we go. Can you see on the needs you've got these buttons, these little symbols going all the way around? Well, this is all you need to create your mind map. Alright, so let's go back out again, press the minus button, and we can take it back. One of the best ways of doing it is probably to start again. So let's press new. New will create, there we go, a new bubble for me and a new mind map. If I press plus, I can make this larger so that we can see it. And what I'm going to talk about in the video is just these symbols, nothing else. We can do some of the more complicated things a little bit later on. Well, to create some thoughts to radiate out of here called childs, I just press this button here in the middle of the bottom of the bubble, and I can press this as many times as I want. So I'm going to keep pressing for a while. Okay, let's actually have a look at them by taking the screen back. Okay, so we've got quite a few bubbles coming out of here, 6. Now if I wanted to move them and say, well, actually these aren't in the right place, I prefer them to all radiate from the centre, I can click on every single bubble has got the same symbols, and if I go to the top left hand corner of a bubble, I'm going to take you in so you can see this a little bit more clearly. I can grab it, keep my mouse finger down on the mouse, and move each of the bubbles where I want them to be. Now I want them to actually move over to the top side of the screen. Well, to do this, I'm going to just show you how to do it. You just literally grab them and move them, then release them. Grab them and move them and release them. There we go. You can make them longer or shorter depending what you want to do. Okay, now I'm going to start writing in what this mind mapping is going to be about. Well, first of all, surprise, surprise, all I need to do is click on start here and type and delete the rest. And there we go, mind mapping. It's going to be about mind mapping. Right, all I need to do, I'm going to take this a little bit larger just so that you can see. I can type in whatever it is I want to type, so mind mapping is good for brainstorming. It's good for planning. Okay, now I've changed my mind. I don't think it's very good at planning. How can I get rid of that? Well, on each of the bubbles you can see there's a symbol across in the corner of each of them, and all you need to do is press that and they disappear. If you change your mind, you can just press that undo button and it undoes the last action for you. There we go, and they come back. If you want to change the colour, on the left hand side you've got a colour chart on each of the bubbles, and all you need to do is click on that, move the triangle where you want it to be, how dark you want the colour to be, how saturated, press OK, and you've got a change of colour. If you decide, well, I like this colour but I want these ones over here to be a different colour, you can go to each individual one and decide the colour that you want them to be. Now that didn't do that simply because I didn't press the OK, because I couldn't see it. So take it, let me demonstrate this for you. Okay, press OK. There we go. This one I'm going to make much pinker, I think. I'm going to make it brighter. Grab the saturation button and press OK. Okay, so that's quite straightforward, I think. Certainly is for me, and I'm hopeless at these kind of things. So I can also grab the screen, anywhere on the screen, and move the screen down or up, and that moves the mind map either away from me or towards me. And that's really useful when you've got a large mind map and it's getting quite complicated. If you want to center it again, you can just press center here and it'll center it for you. Now, what if you've got a sort of another random thought at the moment that doesn't directly link to the advantages of mind mapping? Well, on the right hand side of each of the lozenges, or bubbles, they look like a lozenge, don't they? You've got a sibling symbol. Okay, it's in the middle on the right hand side. It's on every single one. There we go. If I click on that from the mind mapping bubble itself, I'll get another sibling bubble, and I can pick that up and move it wherever I want to be. Now I'm going to take this out a little bit because it starts to look a little bit more confusing, although it's not. So say I want to talk about the bubble itself, because I want to compare different mind mapping software. I could start putting one up there, and then from there I can again radiate my thoughts. There they go. Now that's looking confusing for me because it's overlapping, so I'm just going to physically move that up, thank you very much, to a different part of the screen. There we go, there it is. And I'm going to type in some of the advantages of bubbles. Well, you can save it in different formats, you can even put it onto the web if you want to, you can share it if you've opened an account, which is free to do, and you've got friends who've done the same. You can share it and collaborate on one particular mind map. I'll show you how to do these in another video. And you can edit. And what's another one that's useful to do? That's it. There we go. You can print. Now this one looks as if it's coming from the share, but in actual fact it's not. If it was, they'd actually created it and put it into a different colour. But to show you that it's not, I'm going to physically move it around. There we go. And if I did create another sibling from the share, you'll see that as I do this, it comes down as a different colour. Alright? Well, the last thing I want to show you very simply is, what if we decided that there is a link? Now I've got my thoughts together, there is a link between mind mapping and bubble.us, and there is no link. I haven't got anything joined up between the two. How do I do this? Well, it's very simple to do. All you need to do, and again I'm going to have to go larger, let's move this up for you so that you can see. All you need to do is, on the right hand side of every single bubble is a blue link circle, and you literally click on to it in the corner and drag it to whichever bubble you want to link to. Well, I want to link to this one up here, so I'm going to click on it, and there we go, it's formed. So let's just see if I can take this out a little bit. See, can you see that? So you've got a link between the two. Now if I move this around, I can position it, in a different way later on, so that it looks better. But that's essentially showing you all the different things that you can do with this tool. So have a go, and please let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.